This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you're watching True School Sports. Stay tuned.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, man, I gotta tell you, I don't know who the heck is running Janibek Alimkhanuly's Twitter page, but whoever it is, they need a raise, because if it's not him, then whoever is doing it needs a raise, because he's getting me fired up every time he tweets about one of these middleweights or 68 pounders, and so he starts talking that shit. He starts talking that cash shit. Johnny Beck went on Twitter recently, and he literally tweeted out, he said, Canelo Alvarez would be easy work. You know, he doesn't want to fight me because he's old and all this stuff. And then he said, why would Canelo Alvarez want to fight the strongest middleweight in the world? So Johnny Beck, he's calling everybody out. Charlo, Andrade, Canelo. It don't matter. He'll call out you. He'll call out your friend. He'll call out your cousin. He'll call out your mom. He'll call out your dad. He'll call out your sisters, aunts, boyfriends, cousins, you know, whatever. He'll call out anybody out. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what he's bringing to the sport. I enjoy, you know, him calling people out. Now, whether or not they're going to fight him, that's a whole other story, because we know these guys don't want to fight Johnny Beck because the money isn't going to, the risk ain't worth the reward they're going to get. That's how they're going to see it. That's how the managers are going to see it. That's how the promoters are going to see it. So, I get it. It's boxing. It's a business. It's prize fighting. But, man, you got to love it. And Johnny Beck's fighting November 12th against Denzel Bentley. Hopefully he has another sensational performance so he can continue to, you know, make waves in the boxing world. But yeah, like, he's straight up disrespecting Canelo Alvarez. He's straight up telling him, look, man, you don't want this smoke. You saw what Bivol did to you. I'll ruin you. Don't ever think you could fight the king, Johnny Beck. But I feel like, you know, it's crazy how a year can change things in boxing and in life, because a year ago, a lot of people felt like Canelo was untouchable. Not me, because there's only one untouchable, and that's True School Sports. But nah, all jokes aside, I feel like a lot of people, there's this aura of invincibility around Canelo. Dimitri Bivol completely stripped him of that. I don't want to yell exposed because I'm staying in the house with a couple people, and I don't want to wake them up. But yeah, Bivol kind of exposed Canelo a little bit, and then now it's giving a lot of people confidence, whether it be Benavidez, whether it be now Johnny Beck, and that's what it is. You know, he's not going to be back for a little bit of time. He has to get surgery. So we wish Canelo Alvarez here on True School Sports a speedy recovery, because he has been fighting a lot. And whether I like him or not, whether I'm a huge fan or not, the reality is Canelo Alvarez is out there fighting. He's out there being active, and you can't ever fault any guy, any fighter, whether they're winning or losing, for being an active fighter. So shout out to him. But this would be it's never gonna happen. So you know, it is what it is. I'm just making this video for documentation purposes. But you know, if Johnny Beck and Canelo were to ever happen, I actually think it'd be a pretty interesting fight. First and foremost, you know, you have Canelo Alvarez, a fighter that, when we look at him, it looks like some of the old problems he had in his career with stamina, fighting in spurts, it's rearing its ugly head. He's fighting in spurts, and guys are taking advantage of it, like Bivol. But he's still Canelo. He's still a big-time body puncher. He's still a big-time counter puncher. He's still big-time in a lot of departments when it comes to this boxing game. And he's not an easy guy to beat. That's what it is. As far as Johnny Beck's concerned, he's at 60 right now. But he has stated that, like, he wants to knock out all the boxing stars. He said he's not just content with being a world champion. He's not just content with making some noise in the boxing world, but he wants to knock out all boxing stars, big names, guys that are going to elevate him in the sport. And I feel like him and Canelo will be interesting because, you know, Johnny Beck's southpaw, punch of power in both hands, physically strong. Everybody that I know that's sparred with Johnny Beck has told me, like, Johnny Beck is the real deal. Johnny Beck is nothing to be played with. I know my main man, Quantavious Cash, who I interviewed last year, he sparred like 10 to 15 plus world champions from 160 to 175. And he's told me that Johnny Beck is the one guy he's ever sparred that made him feel like a kid because of his boxing skills, because of the fundamentals, and on top of that, with the the physical strength and with the punching power he's got. So we're gonna see what Janibek brings to the table come November the 12th against Denzel Bentley. It's gonna be a really good fight. But I'll tell you this, man, Janibek, you can definitely tell he's ambitious. You can definitely tell he's eager to prove himself. You know, a lot of people don't believe in Janibek. A lot of people think that he's a hype job, but he's got 12 fights and he's calling out Canelo Alvarez. He's got 12 fights, he's calling out Jamal Charlo. He's got 12 fights and he was begging to fight Demetrius Andrade. So it's clearly not his fault. It's clearly the fault of one, i.e. the business of boxing, and two, the other fighters that don't want to take that risk because they know that they could get hurt pretty severely against Janibek. You know what I'm saying? So I love this fight because I think, you know, Canelo Alvarez, he's fought a lot. He's fought some southpaws, like he fought Austin Trout, he's fought Lara, but none of the southpaws he fought had any punching power, like had any next level punching power. That's why I thought the Andrade fight would have been interesting because Andrade has some pretty good pop as a southpaw. Janibek has really good pop as a southpaw. So this fight is never gonna happen. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but Janibek says he wants all the smoke with Canelo Alvarez, and he's calling all these guys easy work. And I really want boxing fans like to give. If you're still one of these people that's not sold on Janibek, give the guy a chance. He's out here. He's talking the way you want a fighter to talk. He's not here to make friends. He's here to make history, and I like to see it. So yeah, that's the news. Janibek calls out Canelo, says he's easy work, and that Canelo don't want to fight the strongest 160-pounder in the world, and that's what it is. So leave your comments down below. Make of that what you will, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Just like Mayweather's uncles would say, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing. You know, you do. You've done it.
Thank you.
You about the only smart guy that I know, bro. Nobody knows shit about boxing.
I appreciate it, man.
I want to say, man, make sure to follow True School Sports, always covering boxing at the highest level, man, and make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Instagram at Just a Kid from Danny as well.
He the plug.